Oh, and by the way, people, my mom's RMD came, and I would never, ever, ever in a million years have deposited that or forged my mom's signature or anything like that. But I have a thing from Auntie when Auntie said, oh, no! I have a thing from Auntie when Auntie sent me, remember when she wanted nothing to do with being healthcare proxy anymore? She didn't even, oh God. She didn't even put herself down as the alternate. So my mom had been telling everyone, even when Auntie was the healthcare proxy, that my mom wanted me. I'm sorry, she was telling it when she was in mental hospitals and getting confused and saying I was the healthcare proxy. And I had to set them straight. No, my aunt's the healthcare proxy. I'm just the alternate, which is nothing. It's only if the healthcare proxy doesn't want to do it or whatever, right? But I wanted it. I wanted my mom to make the decision with it. I mean, you're saying I'm the healthier proxy, why don't you change it to me? That's what you want, right? But then I got that thing from my aunt, and I don't know if maybe she watched my videos and knew that's what my mom wanted, who knows. But in any case, I read it to you on the other bit. I don't want to do it anymore, I'm done. I have other texts from her about things like, I'm really busy, Laura, because I was asking her, this is back when, you need to handle it, etc., etc. Back when we were pseudo-friends, you need to be handling it, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe when we weren't, I don't know, I have to... Anyway, don't want to do it anymore, I'm done. I read you that text, okay? But she sent me a healthcare proxy. I didn't wind up using it. My mom wound up in that hospital, 2 days later, after those assholes discharged my mom way too soon, ridiculously too soon, just sickening. I'd never seen my mom come with that. Even I told you all this. It's I've said it. I'm repeating myself. But anyway, she was allowed when she was in the regular hospital to sign. I didn't know if she'd be allowed to. But she was in the regular hospital, even though she was from psych, and she was allowed to change her healthcare proxy. And she changed it, we did that in there, she was allowed to do it, we did it in there, and they signed 2 witnesses, okay? And I said, do you want to put Auntie down as your alternate? I don't know that she wants anything to do with anything anymore. I think in the end, because I thought that would be the right thing to do. See, I treat Auntie I even keep her in the loop when she calls me a nutcase and a head case. I treat her with the respect that she never grants to me. I used to cry to trouble about that. I'm like, why can't she treat me? I mean, she's like, Laura, this is when Trouble's my friend, she can't stand Auntie. Leopard doesn't change its spot. I'm like, I know, but what? I don't do this to her, but anyway. We were discussing it, Mama, you want to put Auntie down as the alternate? And I can't remember in the end, I think we did. I think it was my advice to put Auntie down as the alternate. And then I hadn't got the thing in the mail, but I have a text from her. I sent you a healthcare proxy, you can just sign your mom's name. See? I was trying so hard with my mom, things Auntie would never do, you guys know. And I even was telling you that I wish my mom understood that at her age she should do advanced health directives, let people know what she would want in the case of this or that. She's not going to do any of it. She's in denial, completely. Denial. But I didn't want her, we put Auntie down as the alternate, but Auntie just sent me a copy, figuring my mom was in the mental hospital, just sign her name. Jesus, Auntie. That's what Auntie will do. Just sign her name. No, I'm not going to just sign her name on the friggin' healthcare proxy. I wanted to explain and do the whole thing and explain everything to her like you're supposed to do if I ever had gotten the opportunity, but obviously I never got the opportunity. Did I? No. because she got out of this hospital and was not right from day one. Having public outbursts against, just public outbursts against me, or just frustration, or, I mean, it's not my fault Macy's didn't have the boots she wanted. The whole store heard her probably. She screamed at the top of her lungs, and Macy's didn't have. But she was upset I was even there with her. I treat her like a baby. She should be able to stay at the mall by herself, etc., etc., etc. I'm just put in such a predicament. Such a predicament. I was trying so hard. In the end, this is the end result. It's a joke. It's a joke. But Auntie wanted me to forge her signature. I'm not going to do that. Jesus. And I would never forge her signature on that significant amount of an RMD. Auntie's going to get it. Okay? I legally took the money out of the joint account. And I also, obviously I'm not going to spend it. What am I going to spend it on? I was going to spend it to move, but that wasn't going to be all of it. And then if my mom hated me that much, she was going to sue me and demand it back. I'd have to give it back. You see? But now this is a whole other different situation. I'm not leaving here. Auntie can sue me. She can evict me. She can pay all the bills and I'll save up my money. And I'm not giving her that money either. I can guarantee you the next thing she's going to do is, on my mom's behalf, sue me. I already told my lawyer. Told him. I said, and the thing is, my mom sat right there with the lawyer and because she wants to pretend everything's fine and she can live alone or whatnot, but that doesn't mean, even when she's doing that, she doesn't want to fuck me over. Right in front of the lawyer, she said it later to me too, how about I'll sell my house and give you half the money and I keep half the money. And then I'm like, but you wouldn't have enough to buy another house. She's like, well, I'll live in an apartment. That's true, she could do that. She makes enough money every month to live in an apartment, and she'd still have half this house is worth. I'm making a point, okay? It's like 15. And it's 15, and she promised me she loves Omar. She's like, I don't want Omar to go blind. Omar will go blind without his cataract surgery. The fact is, she made all kinds of promises. I'm not leaving here with the clothes on my back. I don't know if Auntie can. She probably can. She can't sue me for the money we spend here, but she can say, I know how much I turned over to my sister a year ago, and her daughter spent all that. Then she can make up shit up. Meanwhile, she's not living here. Meanwhile, she's not knowing all the promises my mom made to me. Meanwhile, we spent thousands on both dogs for vet bills. Meanwhile, my mom willingly spent thousands to let me get my stuff from LA, the stuff that you just get it. She had the money. She had the money because she's got the 401k. If she didn't have the 401k, we wouldn't be having this discussion. Okay? But again, I can account for every penny. But I'd have to ask my lawyer. It says online, joint accounts are joint accounts. It doesn't matter if one person puts in a penny and one person puts in $50,000. I'm just using, it doesn't matter. In some instances, you may be able to get some of the money back. And what are those instances? I don't know what those instances are. I don't know what those instances are. This is my only recourse is you two people, seriously. I'm scum in this life, I'm on disability, my aunt's relatively rich and powerful and can hire the best attorneys, and I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let her do what she a couple of years ago, it said that they would have to do, the government, conservative, whatever, they would have to do. It's winter. I have the letter. I can read you that. It's winter. They can't just, no judge is going to throw you out in the winter time when you have no money, Laura. They're not going to do it when you're disabled. They're not going to do it. So, you know she's not going to do the right thing. The right thing under these circumstances would be to decide something that she's relinquishing any rights to the money and let me just, you know, move on in my life without a mother and with my mom going to die thinking that I hate her. Thinking that I put her in, that I called her out of hatred for her. One of the things she said to me is, "Why'd you do this to me? We were talking about selling the house, and I know I don't have a choice, Mom. I can't. We were going to see the lawyer Monday, and this way, I don't have a choice. I cannot just sit there and put my selfish interest, even though you were going to put the house in my name, ahead of your well-being, you know what I mean? I can't do that." Your health, your whatever, I cannot do that. If I was scum, I could. If I was scum, I would just have hoped for the best and not, you know, call medical 911, and we were going to see the lawyer Monday. If my mom would have made it in there, I could drag her in there, and she was going to put her house in my name. If the lawyer, you know, I didn't do that. I did the right thing. And what happens to me? I was doing the right thing. I did the right thing. We had an appointment with the lawyer that Monday. My mom wanted to put out my name. We wanted to, whatever she was talking about, selling it and moving it, you know what I mean? We had an appointment with the lawyer that Monday. I did the right thing, people. This is what happens to me as a result of doing the right thing. Unreal. This is unreal. If I was scum, I just would have I don't personally think my mom would have made it to the lawyer Monday, just so you know, but I'm just saying. She wasn't taking her meds, people. I didn't know this, but how did I find out? By her increasingly weird behavior that caused me to think something medical was wrong with her, and it turned out there was something medical, the UTI, but it was also she wasn't taking her meds. You understand? I am her caregiver. I am here. I can't just look the other way. And this is the end result. See, Auntie can smear my name, I can smear Auntie's name, and then, you know, the government will just get guardianship over my mom, and the judge won't approve of anybody. See? I know this. I'm sure Auntie knows I know this. I was supposed to get guardianship over my mother. But I wasn't going to do that. I mean, she's out and she has a right to appear and contest it, you know, like she did before. But I didn't know you could get guardianship over someone while they're locked up. I mean, I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one, people. I just don't. I don't understand that one. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. I don't get it. It is wrong. It's wrong on multiple levels. It's wrong for me to pour my heart out. I mean, to my honor, just saying, you know, my mom revoked the release. She's shutting out the family. She's gonna wind up, you know, and then Auntie went and told everyone that. Oh, Laura's, I'm sure she badmouthed me to that hospital. Laura's given up on her mom. She thinks she's going to be a ward of the state and wind up in a nursing home. And yeah, and I have all kinds of people whispering in my ear, including you, saying is not fair, people. This is not fair. Not fair. This is just unreal. This is unreal. This is like a joke. This is such a joke. All I have, people. My friend was going to drive me to my aunt's, and then I'm like, what's the point of that? Because she apparently showed at the post office whatever document. I said, what is this? Why was she allowed to change the address when my mom's locked up in a mental hospital? She showed me court papers. And I said, you know what they are? He's like, no, I'm not a lawyer, but she showed me court papers. But he didn't even get copies of them, apparently. Or maybe, and he said, and she said she's sending them to you tomorrow, or she's sending them to you. I didn't get anything. She should have immediately overnighted them. She's not so poor she can't overnight me the fucking papers, people. You understand? She's changed my mom's address. My friend is like, yeah, she did it now because it's the weekend. She knows she can't do anything. She changed my mom's address. She didn't overnight me the papers, so I know what's going on. You get it? What exactly did she show to the post person? I talked to the manager. He knows me from before and all the bullshit from before. This is a joke, people. And they fucked up before, you know. Instead of just holding my mom's mail, they send forward all the mail. Forward my mail too. I don't know how any of this works. Can she waltz into a bank without the account numbers, but just with that court paper? Or does she she immediately wants to change the mail so she can get, I don't know. Can she do that? Probably, I don't know. Maybe not. Because my mom can't waltz in. Oh no, my mom can waltz in with her license, so I guess Auntie could waltz into the bank and without the account number and you know, get all the money or whatever. But I already was way ahead of you anyway. Although I only closed the big account. I didn't close the one, because I had planned on staying. I had planned on, even if I left, continuing to pay the bills until my mom got out and decided to, you know, either make her sister power of attorney, joint account, whatever. I never imagined my aunt was going to get guardianship over my mom while she's locked up in a mental hospital. I thought people had more rights than that. I thought my mom has the right to contest it. I thought you can't get guardianship over somebody who's locked up in a mental hospital. Jesus. See, I don't know. Auntie asked money. She contacted a lawyer. That's what happened. my attorney, who never sent a bill, by the way. I don't know why. Probably because when you're so rich as an attorney, they're rich as hell. A drop in the bucket. What do I owe him? The first time was a consultation for a half hour. We stayed, so he may have decided just to give me that whole thing. And then, what do I owe him? Not 215 hours or something? Maybe 500, I don't know, or less. He doesn't bother to send me a bill. Like I said, because it's a drop in the bucket to him. What does he care? He hasn't gotten around to it, I guess. So my aunt is strong and powerful and rich compared to me, Bob. I know, and you know, and my handful of friends know how hard I was trying to save my mother. And in the end, my two-faced aunt gets to make me look like nothing but mentally ill scum. You will be one of the few people on this planet who know the truth about just how hard I desperately tried to save my mother. I can't believe these types of decisions can be made when somebody is locked up. I have numerous texts that prove my aunt had voluntarily handed over all control decision-making to me. I did the best I could, but the second my mom turned on me, like Auntie admitted to me, my mom used to turn on Auntie when Auntie had to be the bad guy and call 911 on my mother. Auntie pounced. There is zero point in me fighting this when my mother hates me, and I would never win against my aunt anyway. I no longer have a mother. My spiteful aunt has made damn sure of that, Bob. But you know the truth, and I hope my verbally abusive towards me, conniving, opportunistic, two-faced, cunt of an aunt rushed in the hell I don't believe in. My YouTube channel that has nearly 600,000 lifetime video views. My YouTube channel that has nearly 600,000 lifetime video views. What other recourse does a loser like me have now or have ever had, Bob, than to share my sordid story with the world? I am all alone, disabled, and now I have to live with the unbearable sweet fact that my sick mother is going to die, not only hating me, but also falsely believing I hate her. My aunt went and got what I'm assuming is temporary guardianship over my locked-up mother. Equals, I didn't know something like that was even possible to do this quickly, and while the person you are seeking guardianship over is locked up. My aunt wanted to throw me crumbs when my mother had promised me the world, so I turned my aunt down, and she went and got guardianship over my mom behind my back. I wanted to see if my mom would change her mind about hating me once she got discharged. I wanted to see if my mom would desire to keep the financial promise she had made to me to give me a good deal of money to start a new life with my dog. My aunt gets to look like the hero, the savior of her poor mentally ill sister whose scumbag daughter took financial advantage of. And you are going to be one of the few people who both know me in person and know the truth. There is no point in me fighting this, Bob, when I know for a fact I would never win. Then I'm asking questions because I don't know. Is my aunt going to try to get back from me money my mom told me I could have back when my mom was not busy blaming me and irrationally hating me for calling 911 on her when I had no choice, Bob? Will my aunt succeed in getting that money back from me, Bob? Am I going to be left with absolutely nothing when I know my mother back when she loved me would never in a million years want things to end for me and over that way? I took all the money out of the joint account I share with my mother, Bob. Everything in this life is about money. I am so sick of everything in this goddamn life being about money. I don't have a mother anymore, and I will be lucky if I don't break down completely over this. I took the money so that my aunt would not be able to take it before my locked-up mother got a chance to decide for herself whether or not she hated me so much that she would demand back sue me for money she not only did not need, but had promised me I could have. I am nothing in this life, and Auntie is a pillar of the community. On top of that, my mother hates me for calling 911 on her, blames me for her being locked up in the hospital. First, my mom revoked the release she had signed when she had first gotten admitted into the hospital on 11/21/16. Then my aunt did what she does best, saw an opportunity to regain her lost control over her mentally ill sister and fuck me over big time at the same time. My aunt saw her golden opportunity to influence my locked-up mother's irrational hatred of me and pounced. I've lived here as my mom's caregiver for 4 years, Bob. Can my aunt now turn everything off on me? Can my aunt force me out of my 4-year home? How does this even work? I'm scared, admittedly nothing in this life, and don't understand going on. I'm not going to voluntarily leave my mom's home if my aunt is going to turn around, take me to court, and demand back from me every penny that my mom had promised me I could have, Bob. If my aunt signs something that legally gives me all the money in the joint accounts I shared with my mom, I will leave my mother's home as soon as possible. But if not, then I intend to stay here and eventually be evicted while I'm busy telling my story and sharing my YouTube channel with every last person in this neighborhood. I'm not going to just slink away with my tail between my legs and leave. If I'm going to wind up with not only a mother I'm never allowed to see again, but also with literally no money and nowhere to go. I always knew it wouldn't end good, but it ending like this is just plain sick, Bob. Sick and completely unfair. Those are the three that I sent to my lawyer along with my YouTube channel link. It happens all the time, people. I'm on disability. I'm scum. I'm nothing in this life, so... All Stoney Jenkins comments that show up in my email and on my, I'm not reading them, not approving them. Just deleted them. I'm sorry, I didn't delete them. I put them in the Stoney Jenkins folder. I delete them off my YouTube. I don't publicly approve them, but they're all in the Stoney Jenkins folder. Everyone has a folder on my email. Selena, Karen, all my YouTube people, John Rappaport, Natural News, Frankie, Alex Jones, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's not ending like this. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know. I don't know how fast my aunt could sue me for that money. I'm not going to do it, though. It's not ending like this. Like I said, it'd be one thing if I had put the money in an escrow account, because I'm not putting up my nose or gambling in it or whatnot, and then my mom herself decided whether or not she hated me so much, and then I would at least know. Selena called my mom the other night and said, I heard you moving in with your sister. Is that true? My mom was like, oh, I don't know. My mom's out of her mind. Nobody should have to force her to hate her daughter. You understand? I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what it would take. I mean, someone could probably say, well, if my aunt tries to do X, Y, and Z, well, I know you're doing this on behalf of your sister that you just got guardianship over, Beth, but what proof do you have that her mentally ill mom didn't just give her the money? You know? I don't know. It's all fucked. Like I said, I'm not leaving because I had wanted proof. As in, I took the money, didn't spend it except to move, and in the end I wasn't even going to move because I talked to the neighbor down the street. They're disgusted. They're disgusted. I talked to the neighbor down the street, And I'm like, can she just come here now? Is she going to come here? She's just going to get police and barge in here and do whatever she wants? My 4-year home? Is she going to do that? Can she? He thinks she can. He's like, yeah, she has guardianship now. It's her home. She can come in there. I don't know how this works, people. And that's why my neighbor, you gotta talk to your lawyer. I'm not going anywhere. Not like this. Anyway, I changed my mind. I wasn't going to ship my stuff because that would be $2,000. And what am I going to do, ship my stuff when I don't even know what I'm doing? I was not thinking clearly. I'm just thinking, my mom has rejected me. My mom revoked the release. I can't believe this is happening. I got to get away. And then I'm going to take the money. But if my mom wants to sue me for it, she'll know where to find me. Okay? And I'm not going to elaborate on that. No, I'm not leaving. No way. No way. Until you can, she can evict me, force me out of here eventually with a very small amount of money. She can get all that money back, whatever. She can add it to her collection of money. She can add it to her, whatever. But I'm not just going to slink away without, slink away and then that's it, and then she comes after that money and then I have nothing. No, not doing that. Not doing that. And that's why I didn't agree. Do you understand that's why I didn't agree to her little thing? Because she can't be trusted. My mom's hating me. They're going to offer me crumbs where I can just live here and pay all the bills. Until such time as, like Auntie said, well, if it doesn't work out between me and your mom, I have it in text, where will you and Omar go? And by then, Auntie's taking over control. She's not going to give me anything to start a new life. Why would I agree to that? Throwing me crumbs and expecting me to jump for joy and trying to give me bullshit, everything will still go to you. No, it won't. You're just pretending. You know my mom sooner rather than later is going to wind up in a nursing home and nothing's going to go to me. And I accept that too. What I don't accept is nothing going to me and me having to leave with clothes on my back, literally. I don't accept that. No. No. No, I do not accept that. And the thing is, people, what's the thing? You're eating no, leave him alone, honey. Leave Grandma's stuffed animals alone. Leave Grandma's stuffed animals alone. Thing is that's why I wasn't going to agree to that. Because I knew what would happen. I could see it. Doesn't matter what Auntie says. I knew. She'd gain control again, and I'd be left leaving with the clothes on my back. She figured that you're going to throw me crumbs because my mom's hating me. Yeah, just like she hated you in the past, Auntie. It's so sick. I would never fight her, though. That's the thing, because what happens, I'm telling you exactly what happens if I fight my aunt. It drags on. I pay thousands of dollars. Auntie pays thousands of dollars. And in the end, the judge reports nobody because of the conflict and the government takes over. See? Of course, in the meantime, I'll be living here for free and saving up money so I'll have some money to start a new life with me and Omar, you know what I mean? Except Auntie she's the guard, she would have me evicted sooner probably than the court thing would end. Because you, just like we did with Family versus State, you keep appealing. You know what I mean? You keep having court dates and nothing settled and whatever. In the end, no. I have as much dirt on Auntie as she has on me, and neither of us would get guardianship over my mother. Neither of us would. I didn't imagine she would do this, people. I did not imagine it. You know what I thought would happen. What my friends thought would happen. Okay? I put the money, I guess it's called an I don't know, he called it an escrow account, okay? I don't spend it, or I spend very little of it. Okay? I had actually planned on going to visit my friend. And I was gonna put my stuff local. I was getting all my stuff out of here. Okay? And I was going to obviously have that money in escrow account. I was going to wait and see. I don't know why he called. I was going to wait and see if my mom, you know, what happened. I thought if she gets committed, then I'm the healthcare proxy. See, or if I was going to wait and see if my mom was going to, you know, sue me for that money back. Or have a change of heart or whatever, you know? But Auntie getting guardianship over my mom while my mom is still locked up in the mental hospital? No, not that. My neighbor friends down the street are just, she's like, oh my God, what nerve, huh? No, I didn't expect this. Did not expect this. No, I am not going to voluntarily just slink away. I'm not doing that. I'm not slinking away. Doing that. But yeah, I'd had a new plan where I was just going to wait it out. I didn't know you could do it, that's why. And my friend's like, yeah, she was slick, she was sly, she got a lawyer, she talked to a lawyer and found out exactly what to do. And she did it. Became my mom's guardian while my mom's locked up in the mental hospital. Didn't know that was possible. What are you doing? Nope. Everyone's gonna know. I'm not leaving. Everyone's gonna know. I have nothing left to lose anymore, people, you understand? I have nothing left to lose. Auntie's going to be sitting there and saying what happened to the money. The money was none of your business, Auntie. You know what? My mom, you know, used it to live. You even said, well, I have that in text, or you said it to me or whatever. You know, you turned over the money, and you're like, you know, if you guys spend it all in a year and on organic food, and then you have to live on a budget, that's the way it goes. That's what Auntie said. Okay? This was not I have this much, $1,000 a month, and my mom has her pension, Social Security, and everything's separate, and everything's whatever, and we have the money. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. And the reason it wasn't like that is because, again, we go back to the same thing. I'm her daughter, I'm her sole heir, and she was making all kinds of promises, saying, oh, we'll get a boot. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. I'm a daughter, I'm a sole heir, so I treated her money like it was mine. She had way more money than me, you know? And I figured make our lives good now, because who knows how long she has before she winds up in a nursing home, and that's just reality, you know? But it's not like she didn't ask me. It's not like, did I make her aware of every penny? No. I don't know where the money went. Money goes, you know? Money goes. Like I said, nearly $2,000 right off the top. This bed and what she paid to the lawyer that wound up being on that final thing, the stupid conservative that shouldn't have been anyway. The lawyer shouldn't have demanded that. She should have got it from the conservative, not asking my mom. But my mom's good, and just, she didn't have to send the damn check. She shouldn't have, but, you know, she did. She should have said, no, get it from the conservative. You had thousands of dollars, not, you know, she, whatever. So we got nearly $2,000 right there. We put in a new glass thing. That was almost $1,000. New glass thing, because it ought to fall apart. So we got $3,000 right off the top. We've got thousands on vet bills. Like I said, I have all the receipts. I'm just saying, for anybody who would say, well, blah, 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 whatever. Because I think my mom just thought none of the money was gone. She was shocked. Like, Jesus, Mom, what do you think? Because oh, house insurance too. Forgot about that. Yeah. So, you know, I don't care. Like I said, this is not a situation where I'm 20 and my mom's 40, and you know what I mean? I was her caregiver, living caregiver, and that's it. And in the end, I'm going to be left with nothing, but I've known that for a while now. But I didn't know, because maybe she would, I didn't know that if you're on disability, your parent can put the house in your name. And like my lawyer said, and then with the stipulation that she can live there, you know. And then it doesn't go to the government. If you're on disability, or if you've been someone's caregiver for years, it says for 4 years. I wasn't like official, like paid or something, her caregiver, but so I don't know if that would count, but it doesn't even matter because the point is moot. But I'm just saying, those are the two exceptions, and the reason they make that, I guess they do it if you have a disabled child, you can put that house in that disabled child's name. And also, if you have a caregiver, your child's a caregiver for at least 4 years, then you can put the child in the name, and the government won't take it if you wind up in a nursing home. They won't look back like the 5 years or whatnot. Okay. But joint account, it's like, yeah. They don't know what kind of agreement I had with my mom. The agreement could be that she just pays everything, and so could technically say that if I get $1,000 a month for the last 15 months, there's $15,000. You know what I mean? So who knows? I don't know. Can Auntie like easily get the money back from me? I mean, verbal agreement doesn't mean shit, but now we're talking, it's not even my mom going after me, it's my friggin' aunt who got guardianship over my mom when she was locked in the mental hospital, you know, so, I don't know. It's all about money in this life, huh? I was encouraging my mom, God, Mom, spend your money while you're still here to spend it. You've got the fucking 401k. We wouldn't be having this discussion if she didn't have the 401k. I just want to remind you of that, okay? If we were just dealing with money in the bank, we wouldn't have this discussion. It's the fact that she had the 401k to fall back on. It's the fact that even if she didn't know it, I and others knew that she wasn't somebody who was going to live this long life outside of a nursing home. Soon, probably very soon, she was probably, sooner rather than later, she was going to wind up in a nursing home. Okay? So why am I going to conserve every fucking penny? She's either going to wind up in a nursing home, in which case it'll all go to the government, or if something happened to her, it'll all go to me. See, so no, I did not conserve every penny, and then my mom is out of her mind and thinking, why is all the money gone from the bank? And that was the day that she said that she's sick, you know, and then she's like, I hate you my whole life, or whatever, but then she changed her mind. It didn't take her long to change her mind, you know. And even before she changed her mind about us, you know, she had to go to the store by herself. I made her go because I figured I'm going to be moving out. You're going to have to do this yourself. So, store by herself. And, I always thought that you can't just get guardianship over somebody. I thought they have rights. I thought you just can't do that and throw them in a nursing home. I mean, I know the government could do that, but that's a different situation. I didn't think family could ever do that. Because how do you know they're not doing that? I don't know. I just didn't know. I wouldn't have known. Because I'm not thinking that way. You understand? I was trying to do everything in my power. I let myself briefly hold on to the fantasy, very briefly. We were going to sell the house and move away, and obviously that never happened. It just sucks. Anyway, that's the deal. The reason I told her how much money was left was, and she was upset that much was gone, and I tried to explain, like, where did it go? It went, Mom, you know, it went. We go back to the same thing. It's not me 20, her 40, okay? It was either I knew, and I wasn't the only one. I had people whispering in my ear, including, you know, people saying, this is how it's going to be. You have to do whatever. I had the lawyer saying it. I had Auntie even saying she belongs in a nurse, whatever, but I never, you know, Auntie had relinquished all control. I never imagined this. But see, this wouldn't have happened. This could never have happened. Auntie grabbed her fucking opportunity, and that's why I'm not going to slink away with my tail between my legs, okay? Had my mom not stopped loving me and not revoked that release, Auntie wouldn't have been able to do shit. She wouldn't have been able to do shit. She wouldn't have been able to do shit. He thinks that she probably got something from the hospital or whatnot stating that my mom, I don't know. I wouldn't think my aunt would be able to do shit. I don't understand this, okay? I don't get it. I don't know. All I know is she grabbed her opportunity. If my mom hated me, just like Auntie's admitted my mom's hated her in the past when she's had to be the bad guy and call 911, okay? But if my mom's also hated me because the money's gone, well, she's whatever. She doesn't see what everyone else around her sees, that it was either going to go to the government or something would happen to her and it would go to me. It was one or the other, you know, and we had the significant 401k to fall back on, and that's it. I made life good for us. I chose to do that because that's how I felt. If she winds up in a nursing home, that, you know, significant 401k is going to go to the government. If something, God forbid, happens to my mom, it's all going to go to me. So why am I going to conserve every penny? Why would I do that, people? Okay? You can't get her to see that when she's busy, very, very sick and just wanting to think she has all this money or whatnot. And and then she's like, well, and then when I was talking about leaving, like, that she agreed, you know, I could have half the money in the bank, which is total, her money, my money, whatever, you know, just when I let, it would be half of whatever was in the bank, and plus $5,000 from the 401k for Omar's cataract surgery, okay? Right? But then she's talking about, oh, that's okay, I can be poor. My mom, you're not poor. You can access this 401k anytime you want to. Penalty free. She acts like the 401k doesn't exist, and that's her mental illness doing that, okay? That's her mental illness. So I'm not going to apologize for any of this, because that's the deal. And Auntie knew it was the deal, because she's like, all right, I'm turning over all the money, you're in control now, and she encouraged a joint account or whatever, because I'm taking care of my mom, and I'm paying the bills, and no, I'm not counting every penny. I'm not keeping track of it, I'm not, saying, this is my money, this is her money, whatever, Nobody else would in my situation either, because it's a situation where, like I said, in the end, she winds up in a home, or if she's not going to agree to assisted living, but I was going to try to get guardianship, and then I could put her in assisted living or whatever. But I was looking into being her paid caregiver, and I would get $500 extra a month, But this is just sick, and because it's sick, I'm not going to just slink away. I'm not going to slink away. I'm not going to slink away and take that money and then have her go after me for it, and then I'm left with nothing. So that's where we stand, people. The neighbors see it. It's just wrong on multiple levels. And I didn't even think it was possible. I didn't know. I didn't know you could become guardianship over somebody locked up in a mental hospital. It doesn't seem right to me. My mom's been committed before and no one got guardianship over her. I mean, as an auntie, she never tried to get guardianship over my mom when my mom was committed in the past. She's been committed more than once, and you don't get guardianship over her. You know. But if she actually said, well, if she did tell the truth and the daughter's just going to leave and I need a way to pay the bills, or that she's going to lose her house or all this crap, she's making shit up. I haven't left, and leaving, I was going to continue paying the bills. I would never just leave my mom high and dry, and I would never sign her name, forge her name on that check. I would never do that. But legally taking money from the joint account, yeah. And it proves that I was right to do it, because look, Auntie's just going to get it all anyway. You understand? Auntie's going to get it all anyway. And that is why when she was making this big thing she thought was a win-win and blah, 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 and going off on me and et cetera, why can't you put your mother ahead of yourself, blah, 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 whatever, I knew. Because you'll take over control and then I'll be at your mercy. That's why. So I knew. She's like, everything's still going to go to you. Of course it's not, Auntie. And I don't give a shit about it all going to me. It's not going to go to me. Alright? It would only go to me if something happened to my mom. My mom is going to wind up in a nursing home before something happens to her. I don't want anything to happen to her. I just don't want to be forced out of here with my baby, whom I know my mom adores, with the clothes on my back. Okay? Which is why I rationally said, wouldn't it make more sense for my mother to sell her home and give you the rent, and then everything will go to you. My mom hates me. She'll change the will back. She'll change it all to you. She hates my fucking guts, but sell her home and give me money, what it wasn't, let me have the money in the bank. Your mom's not ready to sell your home. Why can't you just do this? Why can't you put your mother ahead of you? Blah, 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 blah. Because I know how backhanded, how deceitful, conniving you are, Auntie. That's why, all on the pretense of helping your sister. And here we go. Here's your proof. My mom's not even out of the hospital. I don't know if she's been committed. I don't get to know if she's dead. For all I know, my mom's dead right now. I mean, seriously. Now we know Auntie did this. She did it fast. I'm shut out completely, permanently. That's it. So I am not just going to slink away and you know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. Not under these circumstances. Nope, not going to do it. I made the rational thing I will relinquish everything. My mom hates me. Sell her home. That would make, no, because Auntie didn't want to do that. Auntie wanted to get control of every fucking last penny, and that would be her final fuck you, because of the lawsuit, because of my cousin, whatever. Your mom, oh, I love it. My sister hating her daughter. I've been waiting for this day, waiting for it, and I'm going to take everything and send her out in the cold with the clothes on her back, her and her dog. Oh, I'm sorry. She'd probably give me maybe a couple thousand or something, some small amount, piddly bullshit, you know? Yeah, that ain't fucking happening, people. That ain't happening.